Hey, what's going on guys, it's Tom here back today with another video, and this one is inspired by some news that came out about a week ago. Just 100% confirmed that there is going to be a new Call of Duty this year, going to be coming out in November, but you know, we already knew that, well, we expect it, you know, we're 99% sure that there's going to be a new Call of Duty every November at this rate. But one thing that was also confirmed when this news came out was that there was going to be a new Call of Duty Elite, and they were going to be calling this Elite 2.0, and it was going to be released in conjunction with the new Call of Duty game that's coming out in November. And I wanted to take this as an opportunity to kind of review what we have already in Call of Duty Elite, my thoughts on the service, and what I think they can do in Elite 2.0 to make sure it's a success. And this is kind of a Black Ops 2 video, I don't know. I suppose it is a Black Ops 2 video because it's talking about Elite 2.0, which is going to be released with the next Call of Duty. I know I'm still just assuming that it's going to be called Black Ops 2, but I've added in some Black Ops gameplay because you guys seem to like that on the last video when I was talking about Black Ops 2. Yeah, I'm going to start off by just talking a little bit about the Call of Duty Elite that we currently have. So although there have been a lot of complaints, Call of Duty Elite has actually been a huge success. There's actually 7 million registered members, and I think that a story also came out in the week that there's around 40 million players that actually play Call of Duty, so 7 million members is pretty good. 1.5 million of those are actually premium members who pay $50 a year, so quick bit of maths, that's $75 million a year they're making just from Call of Duty Elite. And to be honest, I think they've made a lot of money off of a service that isn't that great. And so here are my kind of problems with the current Call of Duty Elite that we have. So I think the way they kind of described it, its selling point was that it was going to kind of revolutionise the way you play Call of Duty, revolutionise your game, but the fact is it didn't even evolve from the stats that we had in Call of Duty Black Ops. You know, personally I think the stats that we have in Black Ops on the combat record are actually better than any of those in Call of Duty Elite. You know, we had the heat maps in Black Ops. You also had things that I was playing Black Ops the other day and just checking, you know, how many times you got kills with kill streaks, how many times kill streaks killed you. We didn't even see that in Call of Duty Elite, which was a paid service. And let me kind of let you guys know my experience with Elite before I go on. I'm actually a Call of Duty Elite premium member on both the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox because you have to buy a subscription for each console that you have. So I've paid $100 in total for this service, and I kind of felt obliged to do it because, you know, I make these videos, I want to give you guys all the information and stuff like that. I want to be non-biased, but yeah, the clans. The big thing behind me with clans was that I wanted a clan for my subscribers, I wanted a clan for you guys, and you filled them up straight away. And we're actually still waiting, just over 3 months since the game has been released, we're still waiting for the clan operations and the clan challenges. And you know, to me that's really disappointing. Another thing as well was with Call of Duty Elite, when it actually launched, you couldn't go on it for the first few days, which again, you know, they shouldn't be offering a paid service if they actually can't give you what you're paying for. And also another thing that I was a little bit disappointed about was that you didn't actually know the content that you're actually buying when you actually paid for Elite. It only came out a couple of months ago about the content calendar. So yeah, there's my main problems with Elite, how I found it. You know, I am a paid premium member, as I said, and those are the problems that I found with it so far. So I want to kind of take these problems and think about how they can actually make Elite 2.0 a lot more successful. So firstly, the stats. You know, the stats are a huge part of it. They were a huge selling point. Again, they said they want to revolutionise the game, and I think that they should really do this. And to be honest, it's really hard to come up with stats that they can actually give. I was trying to think of some, but I couldn't think of many good stats that they could add in. But I was thinking that you guys are normally really smart, so if you have any good ones, maybe put them in the comments below. One thing that I was actually thinking about was that I think there should be more ways within Elite to kind of define a person, like the way they play. So come up with a few stats that they can maybe add in that would really help you get a feel of what kind of a player someone was. So I think there should maybe be a kind of statistic, maybe a pie chart or something like that, which shows how much of the time the player has spent like prone, how much they've spent crouched, how much they've spent walking, and how much they've spent sprinting. So that way, you know, if someone's sprinting a lot, you know they're a rusher, whereas people that camp in the back of the map's prone, they're going to be identified straight away. One thing that I also thought would be pretty cool was actually to show how much time people have spent using certain perks, or maybe just show their favourite perk of each tier. So, you know, me personally, I'd probably have like 90% sleight of hand use in tier 1 in Modern Warfare 3. So I think that would be pretty cool, and again, it just shows you what kind of a player someone is. One other thing I actually thought about was adding kind of like average distance from the enemy, so you can really tell if someone kind of sits back or someone gets really up in the enemy's face. And these are all just little things that I think would really help kind of define playstyles. So that's it. That's the thing with the stats. As I said, guys, let me know if you've got any that you can think about, because it is quite hard to think of some, and I know that you guys always come up with some good suggestions. So the second thing that I want from Elite 2.0 is just to make sure that when it releases, you know, it's totally ready. They claimed, and they actually did have a beta for the original Elite, and I was part of the beta. I actually used the beta for a couple of months before it came out. And the idea of that is that it should be totally ready for when the game comes out, and unfortunately it wasn't. It's almost like the 3 months so far are still in beta stage, so I definitely want it to be fully operational as soon as it gets released. And now the final thing, and probably the most important thing, and this is specifically for the premium Elite members, let us know exactly what we're paying for, because to be honest, if I wasn't doing YouTube, if I wasn't making money from making these videos, and I didn't kind of feel like obliged to let you guys know all the information first, stuff like that, I probably wouldn't get Call of Duty Elite the way it is at the moment. So I'd definitely like to see a content calendar before we actually have to lay any money down, saying, okay, yeah, we're going to get 16 maps, 4 zombie maps, a game mode, and Spec Ops missions. You know, I just like to know what I'm actually putting my money on, so that would be the actual crucial thing. And I think that way you'd have a lot less angry customers than you have this year, because I know that Call of Duty Elite, the way it is now, has quite a lot of critics. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. I hope it wasn't too much of a rant. I just wanted to kind of tell you what I thought of Elite as it is, and hopefully and kind of use those criticisms to make sure that we kind of improve Elite 2.0. So anyway guys, let me know your thoughts of this in the comments below. Also, I'm going to actually put a link in the description or maybe on screen. It will say click to tweet, and if you click that, it'll actually tweet this video to David Vonderhart. Hopefully we can get him to watch this, and hopefully he might actually take some of our suggestions on board. So anyway guys, that's just about all I've got time for in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, I hope it wasn't a rant, but it's just the way I feel about Call of Duty Elite. So yeah, anyway guys, be sure to check out my previous videos. Those are on screen right now. And yeah, big thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys with another video very soon.